Hey there guys, and welcome to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. I'm Xterminator, and thank you for joining me. As always, we're looking at the top posts for the last week, so we're just going to hop right into it here. First one we have is people doing pixel art in Factorio, and then me. Nice. Pikachu. Someone please pour Pokemon Silver to Factorio. Oh my god. Does it generate electricity? See, that's the important question. Asking the important questions here. That's pretty cool. This is actually a very kind of controversial thing, or, I mean, I guess not that controversial, seeing as it's upvoted pretty highly, but really, apparently we're massacring the wiki, okay? And I opened it like 50 times. So basically what this is about, today I needed to get myself a balancer blueprint, only to find that our new admin Bilka has utterly massacred the balancer wiki page. It used to be a great resource for balancing, now it's just a sad, shitty example of how to make a balancer, and frankly, it's utterly unhelpful to newbies who don't have the time to crunch that many numbers. Here's the page in question. Oh my gosh, dude, my middle mouse button. So, if you remember, if you ever looked at the wiki previously, belt balancers, there used to be a whole ton of blueprints here of belt balancers, but that has all been taken down, and now there's just like some explanations on how belt balancers work, like this. However, so continuing back to the post, the reason for removal is utterly ridiculous too. Supposedly, it's in violation of Rule 7. The wiki also does not enumerate user creations. User creations should only be placed on the wiki for demonstration, educational purposes only. Simply enumerating or showing off designs will be removed. Quite obviously, it isn't, as showing off various types of balancers is absolutely educational. It's a good thing I happened to save a blueprint I needed, but seriously, they need to stop killing educational pages is because they happen to list examples. So, this is pretty, Bilka did respond. I mean, basically people saying it feels like a loss of information. You know, the best designs were easy and available to find, and page still had all other data you needed. And then, you know, more people quite frankly, can't believe people are defending this removal. To me, it seems like helpful information was removed. I'm going to see if I can find, I'm going to look at this reply by Bilka. So basically, he says the balancers were a list of designs which is not allowed on the wiki in general. Furthermore, there have been people recently saying that most of the wiki balancers aren't good, which was true due to their throughput limits. I didn't want to host such not good information on the wiki, especially since it's designs. Additionally, some users seem to make it a goal to get a balancer on the page, which led to me either accepting all of those as long as they were good enough and bloating the page, or not accepting them for no concrete reason. Oh, well, here's the original poster. I do understand that some of these designs were useless, and I agree that a trim would have been beneficial, but you don't prune a bonsai with a chainsaw. At least I don't. But, yeah, so basically, controversy here. I lean either direction myself. On the one hand, there were quite a few balancers on there that weren't technically that great because of throughput issues and stuff that, you know, having those designs is like a really staple example maybe wasn't great. But on the other hand, I do definitely understand and sympathize with what the ops posting here, because honestly, for a new player, which a lot of it is what the wiki is used for a lot by new players, this is like really unhelpful. For someone who's just like starting the game and trying to, even for me, dude, I can't make balancers to save my life unless it's the design I don't actually understand how the balancers work, like how to build one from scratch. And there are people who do, there's lots of people who do, but there's more people who don't. And I feel like this type of explanation just doesn't help. I mean, something like this is obviously quite obvious, you know, you're sending one and then you get half and half and then 25, 25, 25, but like, actually creating a full balancer and stuff like this, like the 4-to-4 and then even more complicated ones, it's like, just based on these examples, you know, newer players, this is completely useless. Newer players are not gonna be, at least with the blueprints and designs that were on here. Newer players could take them and, place them down and then maybe examine them themselves. But, like, you just can't do that now because they've been completely removed. So, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on this. That's why I spent so much time talking about it, because it is interesting to see, everyone thinks in regards to things like this. I'm personally never a fan of pulling down useful information and such like that. So I would lean more towards the guy's post rather than the decision to pull them down, but that's just me. So there's that. This one. Sure, okay. Your rails are 4 lanes plotted out in a perfect order grid with beautiful chain signal intersections. My rails are whatever I could toss out the window of my tank while 50 biters chase me at full speed. Oh my god, this is awesome. I love this. Iron Tiger. Oh my god, dude, these rails. That is hilarious. Sometimes you just gotta throw them down, man, when you're being chased. I'm literally crying laughing at this best description of how building rails without Farl works. There are bots, though. You can build nice rails with bots. Forgotten relic of endless expansion. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, like this used to be their perimeter, and now they've just, plowed rails straight through it. The factory must grow. Here's my dragon. Oh man, all this Pixar. It's pretty cool. Utilizing the colors and stuff of the items, that like the colors they show up on the map. That's really neat, actually. Factorio as an exam for computer engineers recruitment in Japan. If you play the game well, you can get a job. Damn, dude. I wish I was in I wish I was in Japan. I played to the American level. I don't remember what it did, but it seems to be working. Wow. Interesting. I do feel like Factorio has a lot of potential for like teaching purposes and stuff in school, at least. I really think it could have some potential for that. Binks wants to eat the biters. Gotta love the cats, man. Always sitting right in front of the screen on your keyboard. You better get those biters. Let's see. A friend and I like to go overboard when designing factories. Oh wow, that is pretty impressive. Like, look at all this detail. They got like lanes here to pull in, the rails. Oh, this is super cool. I really like it when people put this much detail into the factory, because personally, I don't have the patience and stuff to do this on my own, so it's really cool seeing other people do it and then sharing it. Friday Facts. Barrel World. Wow. Okay, well this looks interesting. That's way too much to read. Did this link to a picture? No, okay, so you guys can check that out if you want. That's just way too much to read for this. It looks like some sort of like challenge scenario or something. Exercise in over-engineering. Oh man, that's pretty cool. I don't know exactly what's going on. This is pretty neat though. I mean, stuff with like lights and combinators, it looks like they have... It's like where the trains are going, and then like when a train's coming or something, the lights go on. That's pretty interesting. I like it. My reactors are shaped like TIE fighters. Here's my latest 42 core reactor. Oh my god, that's so cool. Newest Leviathan with 42 reactor cores should be able to run at 6.5 gigawatts, but I haven't finished it. Is it gigawatts or gigawatts? I always mess that up. Whatever. Leviathan at night using light electric pulse mod. At dusk. Oh, this is... I don't know what any of that is, but... All the tanks, I'm not a fan of the tanks at all. That's a lag fest. But... It looks freaking cool. This is really neat. Yeah, I would never recommend this many tanks. That's like utter lag, but that is so cool, dude. I love it. Throughput unlimited, 17 to 17 by 17 balancer. Wow. 17 seems like a little bit of an odd number, but that's really cool nonetheless. Yeah, serves no practical purpose, but that's really cool. See, like, I would never be able to build a balancer like this. I don't understand. I mean, I guess it's just like the way you just have to have a mind that works that way or something. But I could never even begin to build something like this. This is really impressive. So if you guys need a 17 by 17 balancer, definitely check that out. Literally unplayable. Oh, yes, the rails are making this not be able to line up because how rails are like on a 2 space grid or whatever. Oh, I hate it when that happens. That's so annoying. We have rock slide on blueprint by accident. You can only rotate by 180. Yeah, the rails definitely mess up some stuff like that. Life pro tip, inserters can take stuff out of beacons. Most perplexing 5 minutes of my life. I remove the beacon, put it back, same thing, remove it, put it back, same thing, over and over. See a blue line going up a nearby belt, 50 level 3 speed modules. Yeah, I think I recently learned as well that inserters can take stuff out of beacons. I didn't know that for the longest time. So what you're saying is it's possible to make a circuit network that could automatically adjust the balance between speed and productivity modules? Speed and efficiency, yes. That's an interesting idea. But yeah, it's you wouldn't necessarily think at first that like inserters could pull modules from beacons. This is my first mining smelting setup after using about 10 burner miners going directly into stone furnaces. I am far too patient to play this game properly. Hey, that's not bad, man. It's pretty decent designs. Factorio, early look at 17. Now, this is a YouTube video. It's 4 minutes. Hey, Demipixel. I'm a little confused. How is this 17? Oh, Rickrolled, man. Get wrecked. I love it. Let's play Simon. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. All this stuff you can do with circuit networks. It's really interesting. That's so cool. How do I signal this monster? Wow, yeah. Some parts of this, actually, I don't think are signalable to the fullest extent due to the spacing, but I think you could signal this decently. Basically, this is the rules I learned, and this works very well. So if you're having problems with signaling, these are very good rules to follow, and it makes it very simple. Regular signals before every merge, chain signals before every crossing, regular signals after every merge. You can also do a chain signal after every merge if the next signal is a regular signal, at least one train length away. I've never done this except for super high traffic turnoffs. Chain signals before everything except segments with at least one full train length. But these two rules are pretty much what I use to signal, and it makes it way easier to understand. Factorio has a tiny feature that every single piece of game needs, but few have. When you save the game and then exit immediately without closing the pause menu from saving, it doesn't ask if you want the save. Upon rereading the title over 3 hours later, I noticed I said, piece of game. Okay, so yeah, this is true. A lot of games, if you save and you're still in the menu and then you exit, it asks you if you want to save because like all unsaved data will be lost, which is really annoying. It's like if I just saved them in the menu, obviously I haven't done anything that's going to be lost. I like that Factorio doesn't do that. Feels good. Oh my lord. That is some, that's some green circuits, man. That's man, that's a belt base. I want to do that with blue circuits. Apply the screen by 14, you get how much green you need for that. Good luck. Huh? Oh my god. Yeah, man, that of blue circuits would be insane. Self-contained module factory, 14 a minute. Hey, this is pretty nice. I'm telling you guys, if you need a lot of modules, like you're building a mega base, building a dedicated module factory is seriously the way to go. It makes the process so much faster than trying to like make a ton of modules off of your main base's production, along with doing research and everything else. This is really good. 14 a minute, man. That is not bad for level 3 modules. The one train challenge. Again, so this is another interesting challenge. You're only allowed to have one train. Interesting. So I'm guessing like you switch stuff in and out of the train is a challenge here. You guys can read through this fully if you want. If you go to Reddit and sort the top post for last week. It's a little too much for me to read. Ability to follow an item around your factory. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, like how in like SimCity and City Skylines and stuff, you can like follow a vehicle around. That'd be actually pretty cool to be able to like follow an item around your factory. That'd be pretty interesting. I mean, it wouldn't be as exciting since I think you would still be locked to that like top-down 2D view. So it wouldn't be like that much different than just like panning over your factory, but still pretty interesting. And now I want to play City Skylines. Ever looked at the robot frame closer? Oh god, dude, it's like a bug. Or actually, that's like really wonky. It's like a robot with literally just a black square on top of it. I actually never noticed how poorly that's done. Like, it's literally a construction robot with a black box on top of it. A plain black and gray gradient with a robot behind. I hope they do update this before 1.0, because that's actually... yeah. The robot isn't dressed yet, it's censored exactly. Oh my gosh. There you go, guys. So that's the Reddit Weekly. Some interesting stuff. That wiki thing, yeah, pretty interesting. This pixel art is really pretty cool, actually, how people take advantage of the colors of stuff in-game on the map to do that. It definitely requires some creativity, for sure. But that's going to do it. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave your thoughts below, and until next time, I will see you later.